Hi! So I thought it was time for a little challenge, and I figured it would be fun if you finally saw my left hand in action. I think I do more things with my non-dominant hand than most people. For example, when opening a jar, I use my left hand, but it's still not being used as much as it could. And it's time to change it. So I have a piece of watercolor paper here and I split it in two, and I will start with my right hand for comparison. And I want it to be a simple drawing. I don't want to overexert my poor left hand too much. So I was thinking I would go with a portrait of a vampire girl. I haven't drawn one of these suckers in a while. Haha, get it? Suckers? Okay, I promise I will stop. Alright, so let me start, and like I said, I don't want anything too complicated. So normally I would probably add something like a hand, but I really don't want to draw a hand with my left hand. I also think I want to go with like a cutesy vampire rather than a scary one. That will also probably be easier. Also, I know this is a challenge and I keep saying that I want to draw the easier thing, but listen, having to draw with my left hand is already a big challenge for me. I don't think I ever actually did it except for like drawing a circle with my left hand and then being like, yeah, no. Spending so much time on this sketch because I want it to look nice, and I can't stop thinking about how much less nice it will be drawn by my left hand. I'm adding her some horns. I don't want it to be like too boring, and I think my left hand can handle that. Okay, time to line it, but first I need to erase it a little. There's not really a lot that I can say when I'm drawing with my right hand because, you know, I'm just drawing. So I'm just gonna cut a lot of it and then we will focus on my left hand. Okay, so now I will be using watercolors, and I picked Arteza Watercolors. And the colors that I will be using are Violet Tulip for her skin, Crimson Red for blush, Lilac for her shirt, and Noir for her hair. If I can open it first. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's start with her skin. And I picked this color because it's more pale than usual light skin, and I feel like this fits a vampire. I will also shade the skin with this color that I cannot pronounce. Okay, so now for the blush. Okay, I'm kind of afraid to do it here. It's just so strong. And of course her lips will be red too. Alright, so the right side is done. So now it's time for the challenging part. Okay, let me try to draw a circle for her head. Okay, that's not great. Everything is so wobbly. I can't even make myself draw exactly where I want it. This feels really wrong, like my brain doesn't want to do it. I keep wanting to just grab my pencil with the right hand and continue to do it with my dominant hand, but I can't. And I'm not even really drawing the guides on her face because I know it won't do anything anyway. It will only misguide me, that's all. You know what, suddenly I am less wobbly. Let's see if that stays. maybe less wobbly, but definitely not better. Okay, I think I need to adjust the lips a little bit. They look really wonky. Not that everything else doesn't, but it's just very noticeable how crooked they are. Alright, this is sketch, a true masterpiece. I guess to erase it, I also should use my left hand, so let's see how that goes. Well, I was holding the pencil so hard that it didn't really erase too well, but that's fine. Now for lining, and this will be worse because I cannot erase that. Let's do it. So the line is coming out really weird, probably because I'm holding it on a weird angle. This is literally the only way I can hold it. Yeah, I'm just making it worse. It was really hard for me to hold the pencil and then the pen and the brush. Even when my hand stopped being as wobbly, it still felt super unnatural, as if I was drawing for the first time in my life. Which is understandable and, well, true for my left hand. But that's really interesting that I started and I just couldn't stop the wobbling, and now it doesn't wobble almost at all. What's going on? And again, I'm not saying it looks any better than in the beginning, but it's just weird that I guess my brain is just getting used to it. Now I can't wait to see how the face will turn out. It sure won't look horrifying. Wow, I massacred this nose. I think the biggest issue right now is that I drew the nose too high up and her face just looks so long, even though it's not. I'm just gonna go over some spots with a thicker marker. Fineliner, sorry. I think the hardest thing to draw was expectedly the face, but I thought the eyes would be the most troublesome, like I would draw them uneven or something, but no, the nose I think was the hardest, and then the lips. I struggled to draw them in good size and I kinda rotated the lips somehow, I don't know. So yeah, I'm really happy I decided to draw something simple because I would probably cry if I had to work on something more complex. Okay, cool, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, so we're almost done. And the only thing that's left is to color it. Let's see how that goes. I feel like I have no control over the brush. It's just so wobbly. Oh, it's a miracle that I didn't go up the lines too much. My hand's shaking, I'm holding onto this brush so hard. One wrong move and she will look like a victim of a vampire herself. One thing I did notice is that I could draw much faster with my left hand. With my right hand, I wanted the drawing to look good. I had expectations. But with my left hand, I knew it couldn't turn out well, so I just sprinted through it. Also, my hand started to hurt and shake like crazy, and I just wanted to be done. I can't tell if this is fun or not. I'm just struggling right here. Remember what I said about not going out the line? Yeah. If I did that with my right hand, I would rush to clean it, but I'm not even gonna bother. It's just there now. When I was watching other artists do this challenge, they usually had something nice to say about their non-dominant hand drawing, something they liked about it more than in the dominant hand drawing. For me, I don't know if I can say anything like that. Everything is so out of proportion, the colors are laid down sloppily, and I don't think my style looks good with wobbly lines. I did it! Wow. Oh my god. My hand hurts so much. Alright, I let it dry and now I will finish it off with white gel pen. Okay, that's it. Okay, so honestly I expected it to be much worse. And I'm not saying it's good, but once I conquered the wobbliness, the process wasn't that bad, but still I don't think I would do it ever again. And being honest, at first it was kind of fun, like, yeah, challenging myself, but then my brain was just like, enough. And I think it was just like rushing through everything and wanting me to be done because it was exhausting. But I would still recommend you try it if you want to challenge yourself and see how your non-dominant hand would do. So yeah, I hope you like this little experiment and I will see you in the next one. Bye!